Y'all doing all right tonight? We have got a bear rant. We're gonna restring. We think it's a pawn shop special because it's missing a string stop and a few weird things, but I almost think it's been dry fired because there's some weird serving wear on this factory string. But anyway, either way, we're gonna restring it and see what happens. TJ's bringing up the feed so we can monitor or talk to y'all. Let's see. I'll snatch these old ones off. Come on, Luke. There we go. We got a tube and peat that we're keeping. There's that joker. Right. I hate it when they put something where it's just tight enough to where you can't get your finger in there. There we go. I got it. There's the cable. Okay. I'm just going to take a quick look, make sure nothing too crazy is happening. You want to replace this tubing or? Probably not. I don't think it looked too bad, did it? I think so. I just want to make sure. Ours might be a little small because that's a small tubing. The old string had this weird cut in the middle of the idler wheel, which means it's probably been derailed or dry fired. But I don't see anything crazy going on with burrs or anything that I can tell. So we'll roll. Somebody sure did zip this tight. All right. What's going on, Richard? What's up, Muddy Duck? We got a red and black set here. Over here on the platform. Get this booger right in there. Get her clicked in, starting with a cable. Cable's hooked. We'll get the memory out of the string a little bit. Get it hooked on here. It should be a pretty simple thing unless the dry fire messes something up. Whisker biscuit, tube and peep. Just your basic easy setup. But it's been here a week or two, so we figured we better get this one done ASAP.
I'm gonna pull it off the idler and let you get what you gotta do. What's going on, Brad? What's going on, Dean?
Alright, I'm good. You slide her back on the idler.
You may have to give me a crank or two. We on land.
Alright, let's put our slide back on.
You gonna put the peep in while you got it over there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Jumped off right here. Y'all got any cool stories tonight? We next Thursday should be a fun live feed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I might have just found a problem from the dry fire. Look, I think that lobe right there is warped a little bit.
It is. You can see where it's dented in right there.
It ain't, I mean, it ain't like really, really bad. It's just a little bit. There ain't a whole lot we can do.
Mm-mm.
We'll check it on the drawboard and see if it kills us all on live television. Alright, let's see here.
We are working on a bear rant, Brad.
Somebody dry fired it, or we don't know what they did. It's either been dry fired or derailed.
One of the two.
Probably just derailed the way the serving was busted up, but you never know.
Mighty Ducks, we doing good. Just Another day in the shop.
Get on there. Maybe it won't exit across at the top. But yeah, we don't know. He didn't give us a story. We got a little bit of warpage on the, not the main track of the cam, but the where the string wraps around the back of it. It looks a little funky, so we'll see what happens. Looks a little better. I can't peep in there. Yeah, this right here has got some little something going on. The serving was broke about midways down the idler, which tells me they were probably at full draw and kinked it one, or put a lot of torque in it, and it jumped off, and when it did, it cut that serving. But we also think it came from a pawn shop because it's missing a string stop and just some weird stuff going on here. So you'll may get to see a good explosion in a minute.
We don't want that to happen though.
I mean, it'd be a cool YouTube video.
Oh yeah, but
Bo explodes at full draw, plucking red hairs from the chin of TJ. How many, let's see, how do I look at comments on this one? Hopefully I don't turn this off.
okay, good right there.
Vanessa said no, you can read it. It don't stay up on mine.
Let's see. Brad said he got blackballed from the Popeyes for not having his mask on when he went in for lunch.
Dang.
Larry says, how many bows have y'all serviced where the bottom cam struck the edge of a deer stand? Surely I'm not the only one that has that happen.
Several a year.
Yeah. And Vanessa said no ER visits tonight.
I ain't wanting to go to the ER. I'm just saying a good explosion would get us some views, Vanessa. You carry that, I'll carry the camera.
Right. Richard said, I see TJ gave someone the chance to bust your airs this past weekend.
Yeah, and it was a fellow we never had met before.
Yep. So it was not me.
We just met up with him, and then I brought that air, I think it's up front.
Is it up front?
I mean, over at the air thing.
I think it is.
Here, I'll get it. The bad thing was, it knocked him out into a 5 or an 8. I can't remember, but I mean, he got it good.
Yeah, he did.
Kapow! I stole the tip out of it, but
at least it wasn't me. What's going on, Samuel?
what's up?
There's a tight fit with that knot.
Yeah. There.
Oh yeah, Samuel, we had fun at the shoot. It's always fun when you can get out and shoot.
Next, let's see. We got today's Thursday. We'll have a podcast come out Tuesday, and then next Thursday's live feed will be from probably the hotel room at the
Total Archery
Challenge. And then that'll be a video we put together, and then the next podcast will be in the car on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
We're just hoping we don't get rained on.
Yeah, it took us a little bit of, with the OMP levels, it took us a little bit of getting used to, just because we're so used to using other levels, and that rest ain't tight.
All right.
Because it moved on me. On left and right, up and down,
Oh,
I think it's good. I think left and right is what's
okay. We just don't want to get rained on at the Total Archer Challenge.
Yeah, that's gonna make for a long day.
But yeah, next Thursday week. If anybody watching is going to that Total Archer Challenge, it's the southeastern one. We're gonna shoot Friday, and then we're just doing a quick trip. We'll be back in the shop Saturday, but we're gonna shoot Friday. If anybody's around to holler at us, just let us know.
Brad, we've actually got the Baker vise here in the shop. I like it for if you got to change the limbs out on the bow, because it'll hold it by the grip. But I mean, as far as like leveling stuff up, I'd rather run the OMP vices.
Yeah, it's almost like you're really just moving the grip and the handle of the vise. It's kind of weird. I mean, I like it, but if I had just to pick one, it'd be one of these OMPs.
The levels are not metal bodied; they're plastic.
Yeah.
Richard. Some of the tack events have targets out to 120. Yeah, we've shot. I think last time we shot it, the buffalo, they had several right at 100, and then the buffalo was like 116.
Yeah. We always sight in out to 120, 125, just in case.
Yeah.
But we're shooting the prime course. It'll be Friday. It's not tomorrow Friday, but the next Friday. And then I'm hoping it's not pouring rain, but I'm gonna try to get us a good video of it, and then that'll be good.
Yeah, George Riles is promoting the Last Chance Vice. I think he's affiliated with them somehow.
Yeah, well, he's good buddies with them because they're only, Last Chance is only an hour from us. I went down there and shot with them boys before. During the summer, they put out a little 10 target 3D course on Thursday nights or Tuesday nights, whatever it is. And then from there, George is about an hour or less from them, and I don't know. I don't know if he's what you'd call sponsored. I feel like he probably makes a few bucks off of them because they've done videos together before and all that stuff. But yeah, they're just real close together, and he's real tight with all them boys. I had all intentions of buying the Last Chance Vice, the higher end one, until I tried to use it at a show, and I was like, oh no, that thing, it's got 2 or 3 arms, and the concept's cool, and in my head it was going to be neat, but you lock that thing down, and that bow wobbled all over the place. I was like, this ain't going. This thing. What I was hoping originally before we bought all these vices, I was going to get it, and you can loosen it, and you could like tuck the whole vice under the table, so we could pretty much have 2 or 3 of them and just tuck them under the table and flip a switch and pull them out, but it wobbled so bad, I was like, nope.
Muddy Duck said wish they were closer so they could go shoot, but not on a Friday though.
We ought to get with y'all. I'd have to look at the schedule, and go shoot at Sand Dune in Myrtle Beach, because we hadn't been in a year or two, and I don't think that would be. What would that be for y'all? Would it be an hour, hour and a half, if I'm thinking right, or is that further? We could meet down there on a Saturday or something and shoot?
Richard, pretty much, I'm taking my hunting bow with me. I'm running a 420 grain total arrow weight Spartan. And I think on my site, I think I'm good to probably one.
We might be changing out peep tubing.
Oh. I mean, I know I'm good for 100. I know I'm probably good to about 130, 140.
Yeah, I'm about the same boat.
So, Muddy Duck said 45 minutes to Myrtle.
Okay, so you're real close. But yeah, Sand, we've shot down there before. Hadn't in a year or two, but I know they should have a couple coming up through the summer, early summer.
Have we ever took our last chance press apart and serviced the gears in it? Brad says his is starting to make a noise.
Yeah, what I do is, well, I hadn't, the new one I hadn't. The oldest Easy Green, just let it all the way out, and then I'd put like some white lithium grease down the threads, a lot of it, and then run it in and out a few times. Now I know another friend of mine, I don't remember exactly what happened, but he told me he had a bow in it, and I don't know if the threads, the worm gear thing stripped. I don't know what happened, but it broke, but they fixed it for free. So I mean, they're good people down there. Like I say, they're only an hour from us. It's weird. They're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. The first time I went down there to shoot the other year, we got off the exit and it was about 10 minutes off the interstate. And we went down this long gravel road, and I'm like, where in the world are we going? And then there, it popped up a little metal building where they make all this stuff. And I was like, dang.
Where is it? Is it Pendergrass, Georgia?
Yeah, right there at it.
Yeah, Richard, I think like on my 3D bow, I think my arrows are coming in at like 300 something grain, but I'm only shooting 60 pounds on it. Muddy Ducks, go to SCAA Archery and they'll click on tournaments and scores. It'll have it on there.
Yeah.
I don't think they update their Facebook page or their website.
Here, what was it here? Yeah, I don't remember the exact website. I always just type in like SC Archery or SCAA Archery and it'll pop up in Google. But let's see here. Oh, Lord.
3D airs are.
The old Rant's looking pretty good. Everything's level. We pretty much just do it. We don't even know what arrows he's gonna shoot, so we just kind of everything's level and where we got it till he comes in. It still spooks me being dry fired or derailed, but
I mean, I don't think. I don't think it's really gonna hurt anything.
I don't think it will either, because that's the back. I mean, that ain't like a main.
That ain't a main point.
Yeah.
If it'd been up towards here, I'd be worried about it.
Yeah,
But
or the main cam.
Yeah.
There, but I think Sand Dune has got to shoot in the next week or three, which we probably couldn't make it that one, but I know they were talking about it was like a field shoot and 3D combo.
I think I looked it up, and I think they got one in June and July, or May and June.
Yeah.
Then they may have one more in July, because pretty much July is it. There's like one shoot at the beginning of the month, and that's it.
It's weird because it's weird to me. I mean, I'm the same way. Like right now, it's starting to get hot, but from like the right in this time period, what is that? A bee or something? I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is like prime shooting time in my head, but then it's like summer hits, and around here they just stop. That's when all the hunting people are wanting to shoot 3D. You know what I mean? It may not
Mm-hmm.
be the tournament people, but that's when our the biggest of our crowd's ready to shoot, and there ain't nothing to go shoot. I don't know.
Let's see. She said the international is May 15th through the 16th. And I think they've got the 3D that same
Yeah, they
weekend.
do.
So, Hunting Arrow is a full metal jacket at 460 grains, 340 spine.
That's a good setup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what my arrows I'm shooting way out of the six. I think they were about 450, but I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see really if they change up the courses from last time, or is it the same general area, or what happens at Total Archery.
Yep, Sand Dune has it May the 15th through the 16th. Kiwi is the weekend after, I think.
When's the next sand dune? After the 15th?
Let's see here. All right, May 15th, 16th. Sand Dune has an ASA qualifier in June. And that's it.
Good Lord.
Sand Dune, that's the last shoot besides the ASA qualifier.
We'll have to look and see what we can pull.
Because Tab has a shoot June 19th and the 20th, and then it's got under that Sand Dune ASA qualifier.
Gotcha.
And then Kiwi has 2 in July, and that's, or then the challenge shoot that
yeah.
I can't think, Joey does.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Around or in South Carolina, our South Carolina Archery Association, which has always been hit or miss, I guess is the way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
We, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, several clubs got out and kind of tried to do their own thing and ended up closing down. And then our Georgia people, which we're real close to Georgia, we're 10 minutes from Georgia, they all kind of, some of them, one guy started doing mostly kids type, what do you call it? SC3DA,
Yeah.
SC3DA, whatever stuff. And then the other boys just kind of said, heck with it. So we lost all those. It's just kind of a.
Samuel, I'm running like 64, 65 pounds on my Black 5, 30-inch air, 300 spine, just standard inserts, 100 grain field tip. Nothing spectacular, no extra weight. Let's see. Richard says I'm experimenting with building my first hunting arrows. I've got 260 spine axis, 5mm, and 250 spine RIP TKOs with ethics components and VPA and Magnus broadheads.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a good one. Trying to think if we got any other cool story. Really, nothing crazy's happened. Jackie's came. I think we said something the other week, but he's done had his pacemaker surgery and all kind of stuff. And he came.
Mm-hmm.
He's been working a day or two a week trying to get back in the swing of things here, helping us. He's not. He wasn't here today. He'll be back tomorrow. The video we did Sunday, I like, but that camera, I got to play with that camera in the dark. It looks kind of weird. It looks kind of not blurry, pixelated. I don't know what the word is. I got to figure out how to fix that. I ain't decided if I'm taking that attack or just a regular camera or a GoPro or what, but figure that out this week.
I just know you get done carrying the regular camera, it's gonna be about like that Blaine when I took the spotting scope that time.
Yeah.
It got heavy after about 15 targets in the
I
old
wish
backpack.
I should have just recruited somebody to come film a shoot. Be like, we're gonna make a documentary.
But let's see.
The San Lita people have shipped us a pro series of whatever their bow is. I'm gonna play with in the next couple of weeks. I hadn't really read up on it, but I know it comes with a bunch of extra stuff. I think it even comes with arrows. I'm gonna see what it's all about.
Brad said they've got 2 R100s coming to his area.
I would say if you hadn't shot it before, and they'll let you shoot on Friday. Friday's the day. You'll have nobody to worry about. Saturday's the worst day. Or at least the one here. You're gonna spend the whole day backed up waiting on people, and it kind of gets to, at a certain point, it's like this is getting irritating a little bit. And then Sunday's hit or miss. Like you might as well start pretty early on Sunday. You can sometimes avoid a bunch of crowd, but.
Richard said the 360 camera bent my brain with the fisheye effect on it.
Yeah, I really like it. It just took so freaking long. What it does is records, of course, everything, and then after the fact, I can take the phone and hit viewfinder, and while the video is playing, I can look at whatever I want to look at, which is cool. And then it has to, after each clip, process and all this. It ended up taking about 6 hours just to get the video ready to upload, and I was like, good Lord. But I don't know. I like it. I think it'll be good for clips here and there, but I don't know about the whole video type thing.
WC said my broadheads are Nap Hellraisers, fixed blade, 100 grain, all steel.
Yeah.
That's a company you don't hear a whole lot out of anymore. NAP.
At one point, they were like, I mean, they're still huge, but like everybody had, just like Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra was a decent, to me, in my head, they made pretty decent stuff. A lot of people had it. Then they kind of got into some cheap junk, and then they tried to, Billy brought some Cobra stuff in last year. It was pretty nice looking stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's just now that when they went to the cheaper stuff, I know that they've got I think somebody on here one time said they had that handheld that they had.
Yeah.
But I remember hearing the price on it, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You just automatically in the last, you associate Cobra with Walmart stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's Holly World.
Yep.
Well, I guess we could do it next Thursday. Go over like our setups for this tack shoot.
Yeah.
What we're shooting, what we got. But yeah, it will probably be live from the hotel room. Hopefully they got decent internet, or worst case we'll use a Wi-Fi or our phone signal, but it is out in the middle of the mountains of Tennessee, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see here. Richard says over there in the UK, the Montec M3s are as expensive as the VPAs.
Dang.
Brad said broadhead test in the future.
I'm gonna quit talking about it. I want to do one, but I think we've wanted to do one for about a year now.
Yeah.
One day we're just gonna surprise y'all and be like, here we are.
Yeah. Samuel said he was curious because he's got the Rampage 300s and 27 5/8, 71 pounds, and he said his is coming in at 420. I know on the that's what, a 52 grain half out on it up front.
Thing.
I think that's what it is. But yeah, I just run standard components. I haven't got into the whole heavy air build. It just turned out that those come in at what they did.
Yeah.
But if I decide to go heavy next year, I'm gonna go all in with it. Muddy Duck said send the broadheads to them and they will do
It might come to that.
it.
We needed to move the duck family up here, and then we'll have extra bow help and broadhead shooting help and all that good stuff.
Let's see. Richard said he thinks they're similar GPI to the GT ultralight shafts. Muddy Duck says people just want to see destruction.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the steel barrel and the concrete block and all that. That's what everybody wants to see. When we've really got it all beside the shop, I just need to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to make no promises. I remember saying, "Oh, it was that Saturday you wasn't going to be here." I was like, "We're going to do it Saturday." And then afterwards, you was like, "I ain't going to be here." I was like, "Yeah." But anyway.
Dean says he's been looking at the Sever 1.5 titaniums. He said he might try them out. I've heard good and bads about the Severs.
It's crazy how many broadheads are out there now. I remember when it was like 10 or 15, and that was about all you heard of, like max. And then now there's so much stuff. I don't even know where to start.
So I can't remember who it was. Somebody come in and they said something about one. I'm like, who makes it? Because I hadn't heard of it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like an idiot on my phone trying to look at Broadhead up. And it sucks that they didn't have the ATA because that's normally where we see most of this stuff.
Yep.
Anybody tried the Valkyrie heavyweight expandables yet?
Nope.
Mm-mm. Brad, did anyone see the guy put the hand grenade on the end of an arrow and shoot it?
Oh Lord, I might have to look that one up.
Yeah, me too. I hadn't heard that.
Might have to look that one up.
That'd be. What was we was looking up the other day? The
bow mag. Put the 357 thing in the little. It looks like a little plastic, big old arrowhead thing. You put your 357 round in there when it hits. But I think they quit making them because I looked. I mean, I ain't looked again, but when I was up there that day, I looked and looked and looked. There was videos on it, but not. I didn't see anywhere like to buy them from.
They probably was too dangerous.
That or nobody bought them or something. I don't know.
Because I can't remember. I'm wanting to say that guy come up with that idea of hunting hogs.
I feel like you're right.
If I remember right.
It seems like there's some story to tell, but I just can't think of what it is.
Yeah, it's one with the small shotgun. Dean said he did that with firecrackers. Muddy Duck says she had some with small shot in them.
Mm.
Brad said the same guy was shooting a 50 BMG out of a 12 gauge.
Hmm.
I would not want to be nowhere near
No.
with a 50 going off in the 12 gauge.
Nope.
Yeah, Richard Dukes of Hazzard did do it with the dynamite on the airs because they blew the outhouse up.
I did know the model of bow they shot. I can't think of it now. I think it was a Martin. Oh crap! I can't even think of it. Can't think of the model.
I can't either.
I gotta build me some more arrows for the tack. I think I got 5 or 6. I thought I had more somewhere, but I don't guess so. But I gotta build some more arrows. We gotta shoot a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely gotta do that.
Really, that's about it. I'm glad I got that bow together, and I feel like I hadn't shot a bow, at least at a 3D shoot, with short stabilizers and it's more of a hunting setup in a long time, but I feel like it took me about 10 or 15 targets to get the feel for what's going on. It just seems like with the long stabilizers, you ain't got to worry so much about it moving after the shot or during the shot. That I could tell if I barely mess with my grip a little bit, I was sending arrows all over the place.
That was me, because I went out the next day and shot the 9 and was driving tacks at 60. I'm like, okay, I guess I just shoot that 9 so much and just get my hunting bow close enough, good enough at 20. So Muddy Duck says she still has some of them somewhere, but the bow mags.
I'm gonna give, if I can find some, I'm gonna give some to Devin on the Palmetto Outdoor Experience, because he loves. If y'all have seen, he came and we helped him restring his bow the other week here, but he's shot broadheads at satellite dishes and all kind of random stuff. We figured that'd be right up his alley.
Yeah.
He's about an hour north of us, maybe not quite an hour. He's actually on his honeymoon. He keeps posting Disney videos on his channel. I watched 1 or 2 of them. I was like, he's gonna get in trouble doing all these videos. At least he ain't made no home movies yet that we know of.
Yeah. Do we turkey hunt with a bow?
I hadn't in a few years.
I quit turkey hunting a while back.
I would actually like to get serious about it again, because I enjoy it, but a lot of my land that I had super close got sold or leased or whatever happened, so I'd have to do a little riding. But I need to get back on that horse. I enjoy turkey hunting in general, but it's just I hadn't done it in the last several years.
Let's see. Richard said he started watching the Palmetto videos, and Bruce said Knock-On made Joe Rogan a custom bow called Kong at 95 pounds.
I seen that, and they even on the arrow, on the wraps, on the, I think it was on the arrow, instead of saying knock on, it said knock Kong. And then even in the serial number etched, it said Kong 001.
Oh Lord, I wonder if they're gonna make that one a mass production bow.
Nah, because Dudley put on the description, I think it was on Instagram, only one or custom or one of a kind or something like that. 95 pounds.
80's rough enough on the old shoulder now.
Yeah.
Couldn't see pulling back 95 consistently.
But yeah, we'll have our podcast Tuesday, live from Tennessee, Thursday, as long, well, I mean, we should be able to get some kind of signal.
Yeah.
And then we'll record that next podcast from the car on the way back. So that's sort of what's coming up. We'll see. We may do a little video, put a little video together about our setups and put it out Sunday. We'll see what happens this next couple of days. But
yeah.
Anyway, other than that, I guess we'll get off here and go find us some dinner.
Yeah.
It got cold again. It got freaking, we were in the 80s, and then it got down to 31 last night.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be mid to high 30s tonight. This weather's got me. I don't know what's going on.
I got them, Brad. Well, I'll look at them when we get off here. Might have to throw them up to the TV.
Wiener picks.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get off here.
Yep.
And have y'all some videos coming up. I feel like I could take a nap.
Nap? I can just go to bed.
And anyway, we'll see y'all very soon.
See y'all.